Yes, the man behind the Great Wall, the one who says he's going to basically get rid of all Mexicans, immigrants and otherwise. Now, how intelligent is that? This guy really irritates me. I mean, first of all, he looks like a troll doll, and I don't know if you guys have seen that, but on Teen Titans Go, he looks like freaking Vegetor with that big forehead of his. Like, dude, really? You're gonna get rid of pretty much everyone, and it's ridiculous, you know? It's like we have we have three people: Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, and Trump. Three people that are possible candidates for presidency. And one way or another, we're screwed because it's down to Trump and Hillary at this point. Now, Hillary's husband didn't do a good job. What makes you think she will do any better? And Trump, he's just gonna build the Great Wall of China along our border and make us look retarded, I probably shouldn't say that. He's probably a very, very smart man, but he's also extremely cocky. And it irritates me how someone with so much money can be so stupid. You would think because of his money that he would make better life choices. I mean, really? Threatening to deport like a whole bunch of people? Like, that's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. What are we gonna do? Throw them all in a cage and just ship them back to Mexico or something? Like, really? Like, it's not okay. I'm not okay with it. And sure that he has a lot of supporters, but really, are those people thinking or are they just going along with the hype? I mean, like, 9 times out of 10, people don't really care who ends up the president, but when they end up messing up, then everybody wants to throw a fit. Like, it's just ridiculous. I really wish people would think before making decisions like that. I mean, it's like, come on now. You know better. I mean, society is bad enough already. I'm freaking from San Bernardino. If you're living anywhere else in the world and you're watching this, I'm sure you have heard one thing or another about San Bernardino. San Bernardino, California. Yes, we are screwed. My life here is constantly in danger because of idiots on the street. And then, to make matters worse, we have this political idiot. He is like the biggest clown in the world. And the fact that he's saying stupid stuff on television, it makes no sense. You would think somebody like him, of his standing, with his money and his alleged intelligence, you would think he would think about things more. You would think he would um, plan out everything that he says. Like, you wouldn't expect him to, like, go off and say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna deport all Mexicans when I become president. All these rapists and killers. Pause for a second. Anybody can be a killer, first of all. It's not just the minorities. It's not specifically blacks, it's not specifically Latinos, Mexicans, whatever. It's everyone. A white man could be a killer. For all we know, Trump could have been a killer. Of course, I'm not gonna, like, wish that on him. He's probably a reasonable guy. I'm not gonna say nice, because he doesn't seem like a nice guy. He seems like a straight up douche. And the fact that he's still trying to go through with his wall building plan, it's completely stupid. Like, all honesty, if he does end up president, who is he gonna get to build the wall? Because I'm willing to bet more than half the U.S. population will not be willing to help him build this wall, you know? And it's like, when you think about it, there is a large amount of Mexicans, Latinos, and all those different races in the U.S. right now. You know, there's a lot of them. So it's like, to track every single one of those down and deport them one by one, that would not only take like a massive amount of time, it would take a lot of money too. And seeing how the US is already in debt, it's rather stupid to think that you're gonna build a wall and deport all these people with what money, you know? Is he gonna use his own personal money? I highly doubt that, because he seems like a self-centered bastard. Personally, like a lot of other people, I think the Mexican community and all the other minorities are valued members of the US, you know? The thought that they might end up being deported because of one person's ideals is just completely stupid. Trump is basically acting like a modern day Hitler, you know? He's trying to get rid of something he doesn't approve of or fully understand, you know? It's like, if you can't accept it, just kill it. And no, that's not the right way to do things, you know? It's like, I don't even know, man. It's like, why would you do something that could affect everyone and everything around it, you know? That's like when global warming first started, you know, doing something stupid just because you could, and then finding out, oh, there's an after effect to this. Like, really? Had you thought ahead of time rather than just thinking with your ass about whatever it is you want to do, you know, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. There are a lot of cases with that in, you know, the political world. People just not thinking and just running in and doing whatever the hell they want. Just because, you know, they think they can. They think, oh, I'm a higher power. I can do what I want. I can do this. I can do that. I can go here and say whatever I want. Yes, that is exactly how Trump is acting right now. He acts like he can do whatever he wants just because he's popular, just because he has money, just because he's this, that, and whatever. You know, it's alright, it's alright. He can think that, as long as he doesn't act on it. But what he's doing, he's basically trying to act on his popularity. Because he's so popular, he thinks he can do whatever he wants and go and say whatever he wants, and he has no care. He has no regard for anyone else's feelings or thoughts or opinions. He just does whatever he wants, you know? And now to think about it. Think about it. I'm a high school kid. I am in freaking high school. And the thought that I might grow up in a freaking world where this idiot is the president of the United States. To think that in basically a year, I will be old enough to vote myself. I get it's oh, it sometimes makes me wish that I could vote myself. You know, I wish I could vote right now. Though one vote would not make a difference, at least I would have the satisfaction of knowing that I myself did not vote for a moronic person like Trump. Like, I don't know what his followers see in him. I really don't understand. It's truly ridiculous, you know? It's like, oh, yay, Trump promises to get rid of all these immigrants stealing our jobs. You know, if people, you also have to think about this. If people are good enough to take your job, maybe you yourself need to step it up and stop blaming it on others, you know? Maybe you need to stop being such a fucktard and actually put in more work rather than blaming other people for your failures, you know? It's like, oh, I failed. It's their fault, not mine. Take the blame for yourself. Don't try to blame it on other people just because you're not getting your freaking way. Like how intelligent is that? It's it's ridiculous. It these people are acting extremely childish. They're going along with Trump just because he promises this and he promises that. Promises aren't everything. I mean, think about it. Some of the presidents have promised things and they can't pull it through. They can't. Now, I am so proud to say Barack Obama promised something to the United States people and he also delivered. In my opinion, he is possibly the top president right now. Out of all of them, he probably helped us the most. He solved the most problems. And on top of that, just look at him as a person. He's intelligent. He thinks things through before doing them. He doesn't say things that he knows he cannot do. He does not promise things that he believes is beyond his ability. Some things he will say he'll try, and then he does to the best of his ability. But he doesn't guarantee it when he says it. He says, I will try my best to do this, or I will try my best to do that. He doesn't make a promise on it if he knows there's even a slight chance that he will not be able to deliver. Now Trump, on the other hand, he's pretty much promising to build the Great Wall of China in our freaking backyard. And it's like, okay, how are you going to do this? Where's the money going to come from? Who are you going to have build it? And who in the hell is going to help you deport all these innocent people? You're going off of your own opinion. You say these Mexicans are rapists and terrorists and they're just all around bad people. I have Mexican friends myself. They are very intelligent, very helpful, and I am sure none of them have ever thought of rape. But he's just going off of what he thinks is the smart thing to do. It's like he wants a freaking dictatorship. I mean, this isn't the 1960s, or this isn't like way back when where we had like dictators and emperors and that kind of bullshit. I mean, we are advanced now. Technology is advanced, people are advanced, and we all think differently. But Trump, he's like, if he actually goes through with this, it's basically like we're taking 100 steps back. It's like, why? Why would you follow him knowing that there is nothing at the end of the tunnel? People are always looking for a light at the end of the tunnel. Something that there's always a brighter side. Something that could turn the whole situation around. But no, Trump doesn't have one of those. What's his plan after deporting all the Mexicans and everything? What's his plan after that? What's his plan after building the wall? Let's just imagine that for a second. Imagine he actually does get that wall up. Imagine no. Let me start at the presidency. Imagine he actually wins the election. Imagine he becomes president. What then? Is he gonna immediately start his plan to deport all Mexicans? Okay, imagine he starts off with the wall. Imagine he starts off his first act in office is to build that wall. Who is he gonna have build it? Most of the workers in the U.S. are Mexican.